Roger for number 17.
Yeah.
We haven't got a pitch 17.
House.
Hey,
The couple that came to tell you about their...
see, you've now been out with
Garage
Roger.
sale.
You're doing the move over to Lincolnshire. That I'm retiring from the internet. Alright, back into work mode. And are we going to get any dramas? To answer your question, we've already had a drama. First thing this morning, the main site electric went. Fortunately, it wasn't super early or anything like that. And I had to re-trip it, and the electric is all back on. So I'm going to open up the mower shed. Can't see the blackbird. And see what today brings. So we've got quite a busy-ish weekend. We've got some returning guests we're looking forward to saying hello to, who I think are going to have a new dog I've not seen, and they can tell you all about their new dog if I've got that information right. And I've got to get 4 pitches very quickly mowed at 11 o'clock. I'll just have to have done the toilets this morning, and allegedly we're in for a bit of rain this morning as well. So roll on, another weekend here at the nurseries. Oh, what I'm going to do you remember the new bird table I got sent a few weeks ago with the little bars on it and everything like that? At long last, the robin and the tits have actually found out that they can get into it. So the big birds like the rooks and the pigeons, etc., haven't found a way into it. So the bird table is working. Let me insert some quick clips here, and you can actually see the little birds, in inverted commas, enjoying the new bird table. Right, so the little birdies, as you saw there, have been up on the bird table. So nice to have the little tits and the robins, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Got rid of the rooks and the noisy pigeons. And I'm not really done any videoing today. So this morning I had a bit of a mad scramble mowing some pitches because there was some rain on the way. And to cut a long story short, it is grim. Very grey. You can see out there or not. And it's been peeing it down. Oh, what are you doing, Sandra? You having a bit of a dance? And it's been peeing it down all afternoon. So quite good that today we had everybody all on nice and early and all the rest of it. So nice to finish on time without getting any stress. And you've been out and about, haven't you? Oh. And I'm going to announce something in a minute. What have you been up to?
I've just been out and about exploring the area and finding out where things are and what's where and so on, just to get a better feel for the area in general. I also popped in and had a chat with a local couple that Neil had been talking to the other week, and we were chatting about the local area and some festivals coming up, and the lady that used to write the Mumby News, and she gave me a copy to bring back to show Neil. They also said if you want, they've still got obviously computer copies of the older ones, that if you want some other different examples, I could print some off the computer for you.
There you go.
From Roger.
But they're a really nice couple, aren't they?
Yeah,
proper art. So this is a couple who came into us 2 weeks ago to drop off some information about a village garage sale that everybody's doing, a community garage sale, and we got chatting, and a really nice couple, aren't they? Who live literally just down the road.
And they also tell me a bit more about the Coast Watch. Yeah. So well, what is the? Because I heard about this Coast Watch, but I wasn't sure what it was. But it's people that volunteer to go and keep a lookout No, they're just local volunteers, and if they see anything untoward or somebody in distress or in trouble, they'll let the official Coast Guard know that they need rescuing or something needs rescuing. So it can be things like porpoises and dolphins, or it can be people that got into trouble and this sort of thing. So they work together with the Coast Guard, but they're like volunteer coast watchers.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, busy day, and also, obviously, we're still looking at properties, and you've found out how far. So, back in Manchester, when we look at miles away, it can be quite quick to get to, but here, when something's a handful of miles away, it can be quite a long way away to get to, isn't it? Because of the small roads.
But it's not so much that, it's just the condition of the roads in certain parts of the county are. I don't know how to say. I was really scared of bottoming my car out a few times today in some of the remote places that I went to, but it's just to get a feel for the broader area and what's where.
Yeah.
It's useful.
Okay, and a little bit of an announcement of sorts. So some of you will know that I have a small internet company that I set up. So I went self-employed, I think, in 1985 to do photography. And then in the mid-90s, I can't remember the exact year, 97 maybe, something like that, when the internet came on stream, I set up a small company doing web hosting, web design, and got involved with doing things with computers and things like that. And in the last handful of years, it's all taken a bit of a back seat, if I'm absolutely honest. And sort of since COVID, I've hardly done any web work, really, have I? Or very, very little, very, very, very little. And I've sort of come to the conclusion, obviously, because all my clients are all back in Manchester, and we're going to be doing the move over to Lincolnshire, that I'm retiring from the internet side of things. So I'm going to be no longer doing or offering to do websites, design. I will still be doing web hosting. So if you want a hosting package off us, host your own, I don't know, WordPress site or Joomla site. If you want web hosting, I'm still going to be offering that, because obviously I've still got my existing clients that we've got to look after for the duration. Whilst they want us to look after them, basically. So all our existing clients are all fine. They're all going to be maintained, and all the websites will be kept up to date and things. But I'm not now actively going to be taking on any new work. Certainly for the foreseeable future.
I mean, everything's changed so much in that space anyway in the last few years, hasn't it? So
yeah, there's a new version of. So I designed things in something called Joomla, which, unless you're very, very geeky, you're not going to have a clue what I'm on about. Some people use something called WordPress, but like a new version of Joomla came out, and I thought to myself, I can't be arsed learning, literally sitting down and learning this all over again. So we've that's come pretty well coming to an end. We'll have to let everybody know at some stage back at home when we send out invoices and things. So
Well, that's the other. When you say we, Neil doesn't send out any invoices, and Neil's wife is pretty darn busy at the moment. So it's also been a bit of a challenge that we could probably both do without, or I could certainly do without. So.
Yeah, quite possibly. Yeah. So, and somebody, did you say you spoke to somebody this morning who bought some jam for the breakfast? So, so somebody's staying on site, obviously.
Yeah. Sad to say, they knew me. Everyone knows Sandra. But she didn't say who she was. But there was a couple, and they came from that way, and they had breakfast. Had one of Mark's lovely breakfasts. But they got some of the nursery's jam to put on their toast to have with their breakfast.
Some of the nursery's wife's jam. We're jamming, I wanna come jamming with you. We're jamming, we're jamming, we're jamming, we're jamming, we're jamming. Who sang that, Sandra? Was it a bit of Bob? Have you
Bob Marley t-shirt on.
That's 100% coincidence. Sorry, that was a coincidence. No, what a coincidence is that? And so we've also got.
And they like the jam, I'm pleased to say. So I mean, other people other than me have said they really like my jam, but the couple had it at breakfast this morning, so they also like the jam. So I'm pleased for them.
And we've also got another regular staying with us who you'll know, who, all being well, I'll catch up and get a few words off him. And he's got a lovely dog with him. And we've also got a family I use the word family. Yeah, a family staying with us who've been with us before. I think I got a few words off them on camera, so all being well, we'll try and get a catch up with them as well. And bum. Yeah, it's just been a bit of a strange day. It's just we've not had a day of continued rain like this. It's just been raining for the last 3 hours non-stop.
Yeah, the really good thing is I got Rasher out for the walk before the rain set in.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't been back long, and that was this morning, and it's not really stopped since at all.
No, but as ever, the door is always open for Rasher to come in and out if she needs a whittle or anything. And then we're going to head out shortly and have some tea, I think. Well, what I might also do just before we take you out for where we're going to have for tea, I did have some trail cams out for a few nights, and I've got about 10 minutes of trail cam footage. And I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, and it's a bit boring watching badgers and things. We've got mice back in the woods again. The mice are back because, yeah.
The other thing, by the way, Roger said.
By the what?
By the way, sorry.
By the.
Still a bit tired. It's the little deer, the muntjac deer apparently.
Oh right, okay.
The small ones you've been seeing, they're called muntjac deer. They are quite a small breed. And
I've got some muntjac deer on this footage as well. So it's about 10 minutes worth. And I've got some got deer, there's foxes, including some pigeons, rabbits, even a magpie, I think, deer, mice, a rat. Oh, and the mink. I've got the mink on camera. Look really closely. We've got the mink. It looks like it's got a mouse that it's caught. So if you're a bit gruesome with things like that, don't watch. And we've also got the mink with it looks like a baby rabbit that it's going to have for its din-dins. Oh, poor mink. Anyway, if you don't like the trail cam footage, forward wind, but I'm going to insert that here now. absolutely persisted it down, and we're heading over Chapel Way again, and we're going to JW's Bar and Grill, where we've never been before. And this is Sandra's last supper because she's going home tomorrow. It's been a very quick week, hasn't it?
It's just gone very quickly, but
yeah, really quickly. But Sandra is up again in mid-August for a wee while, so she's staying in Skegness for a few days, and then she's staying in the cottage for a weekend, and she's bringing her mother up. That's going to be exciting, isn't it, Sandra? What could go wrong?
it'll be a challenge.
And also the medical thing that happened the other day as well, those that have been watching the channel, I did speak to the people on the telephone this morning, and things are all okay, and they were very appreciative to get a courtesy call, so it was quite nice to make sure everything had worked out okay. Right, so it's
in half a mile, turn left.
in half a mile we're going to turn left, and when it does rain at the nurseries in Mumby in Lincolnshire, it's persistent rain. I know the area. We've come down Trunch Lane in the pouring rain, and you've all the caravan parks, etc. And you've got the Golden Palm amusements and the other amusements and caravan parks. And the place we're going to have a look at is just here, but I think we're going to run in because it is pouring down. It is seriously pouring down with rain. And we're going to this place here. And he's showing up on the JW's Bar and Grill. Make a very quick run in. He says, please use this door. I'm waiting for Sandra. It's getting wet. JW's Bar and Grill. Right, so well, obviously we're out of school holidays at the moment, but we're heading into school holidays. My assumption is this place is going to be bedlam in a week or so. My food was okay.
Enjoyed mine.
The sausage was a preheated sausage because I had a brunch, so we didn't actually film in there because of the copyright strike. Well, basically it was like a very posh Wetherspoons.
It was fine. It was like nothing really fancy, but it was well for mine. At least it was well cooked, very tasty.
Yeah.
All good.
But not somewhere that I'll be coming in a few weeks when the kid's broken up. It will be bedlam here. So we're going to have a. Sorry, there's a. So we're very much in Holiday Park territory, and we're going to go and have a. I think it's windy, isn't it? Sounds it's like October.
I think the strong
I've got
winds have arrived,
indigestion.
Neil.
I've got me.
My hair's got a bit wild. Sorry.
I need a haircut when we get in. So we're going to go to the Victoria, just not far from the campsite. Have a scoop in there and get my hair cut tonight. And yeah, my new tie-down straps, storm straps for the new. The new. It's not a new awning, is it? The full-size awning have come. Maybe I should have put them up before we came out. Oh, there's people here going, What are you saying, Sandra? You have a bit of a rant. We're home.
Like, Neil's been watching the news and upsetting himself, raising his blood pressure and irritating the wife. Haven't you, Neil?
I don't upset myself, Sandra, when I
You
watch
really
the news.
do.
And I've not watched any news. I've been reading some stories about groups that are disrupting people's lives that make me very. Anyway, so where do we end up?
It doesn't solve anything, does it?
It does, because they
It
really
doesn't.
want stop them people. I forgot the name of the pub now. Victoria. We ended up in the Victoria, didn't we? We had a.
So you're that wound up, you can't keep. Just breathe, calm.
I'm always calm. I'm always calm.
Victoria, yeah, it was very nice, wasn't it? Yeah.
So we didn't record where we ate because of copyright strikes, and inside the pub there was also music going on. So yeah, it's become a bit of fixtures and fittings in there. We've been in there 3 times this week. I've been 4 times.
3? Twice?
You've been in twice. I think I've been in 4 times. So we ended up in there for a bit of a chat and all the rest of it. And Sandra's going to... what's going on with this light?
You've got a big shadow.
No idea what's going to go that way. Sandra, no idea what's going on. Sorry, we've got a. We're in the awning basically, and it's going dark.
That's a bit better.
Right, that's a little bit better.
You look a bit less scary now.
So Sandra's going to cut my hair right now because, as I say, she's going home tomorrow, and so this may be the last time you see Sandra for a bit. But I'm sure she'll send us a few little vlogs from her own Sandra's world.
Sandra's world.
What?
Go on.
I live in Neil's world.
True.
I was going to say, yeah. Oh God, we've been back together for 6 nights. Tomorrow, what are you doing tomorrow? Saturday, isn't it?
Going home.
Before you go home,
Well, just cramming in what I can before I go home.
are you going to see Tom?
Well, it depends what else I need to get done first. I've got quite a long list of things to do in the morning now.
So Sandra might just go and see Tom, the Warden, again.
Not really.
I thought that's on your radar.
If I've got time, it's the silver band, brass band from Alford, beg your pardon, at Hogsthorpe Church. I wouldn't be going to see Tom, like you keep alluding.
Oh, okay.
But I might not have time now because I've got other things I've got to do as well.
Yeah, so we have got another couple of pressing things we won't go into, but just to do with properties and other things, let's say. So, yeah. So no, I was going to come with you. I was going to buy you strawberries and jam and scones and...
But you're working.
Sit down and... Oh, yeah. Well, that's the way the mop flops. So this is a right bitty little vlog here, isn't it? I don't think you even know what's on it.
I'll leave that to you.
But how's your birthday week been? So when you came, I turned around the first video when you came in, I said, it's Sandra's birthday week coming up and your birthday week is now coming to an end.
Yep.
Been alright? Enjoyed my company?
Of course.
Just to wind people up. Do you know what I'm going to say, Sandra?
Yep.
What I'm going to say?
I don't know how lucky I am.
To have me. So I didn't say that. So I didn't say that.
I quoted you.
You quoted me. Right.
Did you mention yet? I mean, obviously, just in the... I don't think... Did we mention it on the vlogs about last night where I went to in... I'm losing the plot. Alford.
No.
I don't think we mentioned that.
No, we didn't mention Alford and bell ringing. Go on, Sandra.
I didn't. It wasn't possible to film. I wasn't even sure if there'd be anybody there because I couldn't get hold of anybody to check if it was on. But yeah, I went to Alford last night because in St Wilfrid's they normally have allegedly bell ringing. So it'd be nice to try and meet the local bell ringers down here and at least introduce myself. But yeah, they were there. There were a lot of them there. There was some people from Spalding as well. They were very welcoming, very, very, very kind. Let me have a go, even though I've never been before, so that was kind of them. So it's a set of 6 bells. There was somebody there called Richard who remembers the 1953 floods.
Oh, Richard now.
Yeah.
No Tom. No Tom, but you got Richard. Who's Richard? You new male friend now. Oh.
I think you'll find that bell ringers of a certain age are all going to be male because there weren't really female bell ringers until relatively recent times.
As a young man, there was nothing better than ringing my bell. Do you remember that song? You can ring my bell, ring my bell, my bell. Ba, 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 ba. How many people know? Do you know what that song's about, Sandra?
You're digressing a lot.
Yeah, go on then.
Can I finish my story?
You
Anyway,
can.
So next time we come over, I now know when the Thursday practice is and when the Sunday morning practice is. Well, church service practice, not really practice, ringing is, and then yeah. So, yeah.
A lot of shaking of your head. So you know when you can come over this way now to ring your bell, and what else do you need to remember? And maybe even when you bring your mother over, what else date do you need to remember?
Well, when I popped in to see the neighbours over the road, they were telling me about all these exciting events that are on almost every weekend in August, but not the weekend when I'm here with Mum. So I'm not quite sure what you're alluding to there. I'm not here for the 40s weekend. I'm not here for the Chapel Festival. I'm not here for the...
You can't beat your mother to any of them. I was more thinking about taking your mother to the Ship Inn, where your country music come and join in every second Wednesday in each month, third Wednesday.
Second Wednesday, but I don't think we're going to be here on the second Wednesday.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure. I'll have to check.
You're not sure, are you? Oh. If you are, your mother would love that.
She would.
I'll buy your mother a tambourine. I'll buy her a cowbell. You can bring your flute. I might even join in and have a sing-along on that one.
He also had a quick recce over to the caravan site where, fingers crossed, I'll be staying with Mum for the first couple of nights until the cottage is ready.
In August.
In August. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
yeah. It's been a busy week.
Yeah, it's been a busy week.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so we've managed to get out, and everybody that's been putting really kind, nice comments about us, and obviously I know some people have enjoyed us taking you out on our days out and our evenings out and our meals out and places we've been, and thank you for all those very kind, lovely comments.
It was lovely meeting up with Dan and Mazzy as well.
Yeah, I've not watched their video yet, and our video, by the time you watch this, it'll come up, but we had a...
don't know, it was a really, really, really nice chill day, didn't we? It was lovely.
Yeah, so the haters out there that don't like Dan and Mazzy and don't like me and Sandra, but you're willing to comment on other platforms, you've got no idea what goes on behind the cameras and who our friends are and everything. Just remember, a lot of vloggers, what you see here on camera, it's theatre. It's perhaps not real life. It's only what we share with you, sort of thing. But we had a fantastic few hours with Dan and Mazzy, didn't we? Yeah.
It's lucky it wasn't today's weather.
Yeah, no.
Raining cats and dogs all day today, isn't it?
Yeah, because, when it rains at the nurseries...
Oh, it never rains in the nurseries, but yeah.
Yeah, but when it does rain here at the nurseries, in Mumby in Lincolnshire, it can be a bit miserable. But what makes up for it is all our lovely visitors and everything else, isn't it? Rain doesn't spoil the day. You can go and have a dance in it, can't you?
Oh, I found out also there was another birthday this week. It was also Roger from number 17. It was his birthday this week as well. So happy birthday to Roger. What?
Roger? For number 17?
Yeah.
We haven't got a pitch 17.
House.
Hey?
The couple that came to tell you about their...
See, you've now been... You've been out with
garage
Roger.
Sale.
Roger... What's the warden called?
Tom.
Roger, Tom, and what was the guy from Alford? What's going?
Richard.
I think we better leave this here, Sandra, don't you?
How else are you going to find out what's going on apart from chatting with the neighbours and the locals?
Right, having a chat with Rita and Sue.
Who are Rita and Sue?
Exactly. Don't say Sarah.
See you soon.
And Bob too. Those of a certain age, and we've already had this conversation, haven't we? Soon.